overjoyed to be your host for the day. We welcome everyone to the exuberant 8th Annual Day celebration, Pallavi Model School Alwal, with the theme Rangotsav-8 Yatra, where Rangotsav edition is a tradition at PMS Alwal. You all might be thinking, why am I speaking of being together? So to brief you, teamwork makes dream work. We at Pallavi Model Alwal School work as a team and rejoice as a family. I repeat, we at Pallavi Model School Alwal work as a team and rejoice as a family. It is happy to see all our family members gathered here. A big round of applause for everyone.
As the team speaks, Junoon Yatra, which explains to us about journey, which is testament to its resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to progress. This annual day, we are going to witness the travel diary of beloved students who will take us through different places around the world and showcase the importance of cultures and traditions followed from corner to corner of the world.
It's time to welcome our education stalwarts of PMS Alwal as we welcome our chief guest, Ms. Anuradha Reddy, Governing Council Intact in New Delhi. Our edupreneur, COO Malka Yashasvi Garu, Pallavi Group of Schools and Delhi Public Schools. Director Dr. Sudha of DPS and PGOS. May I request parents and students to rise and welcome the dignitaries with a big round of applause as a mark of appreciation. Thank you, dear parents and students.
We at Pallavi Model School Alwal believe in life giving life to another. To nurture, to grow as a process and procedure to invoke divine blessings as we begin the event. What a better way than watering plants?
May I request our chief guest, Ms. Anuradha Reddy ma'am, guest of honor, Malka Yashasvi Garu, Director Dr. Sudha ma'am, to water the plants as it is an USP of PMS Alwal through which we begin the celebration by invoking God's blessings. I request our benevolent principal, Ms. Sunil Nagi, and Vice Principal, Ms. Vidya Rao, and all the heads and in charges to escort the dignitaries. We at Pallavi Model School Alwal believe in life giving life to another, to nurture, to grow as a process and procedure to invoke divine blessing as we begin the event. I now request our principal, Ms. Sunil Nagi ma'am, to felicitate our chief guest of the day as a token of appreciation and gratitude. As we felicitate our dignitaries, I request Ms. Josna to acquaint us with the profile.
Our chief guest of the day, Mrs. P. Anuradha Reddy Garu, Member of Governing Council, Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage, New Delhi, co-convener of Intact Telangana and convener of Intact Hyderabad, former president of Society for Preservation of Environment and Quality of Life. Ma'am's basic interest is photography, architecture, archaeology, travel writing, and research on history of Deccan. She is also the author of Aviation in Hyderabad Dominions. Ma'am is also a polyglot and multilingualist who speaks English, French, German, Telugu, Hindi, and Tamil. Very honored to have you amongst us on this great eve, ma'am. Please put your hands together to welcome our chief guest.
Thank you, ma'am, for your presence on this grand occasion will be treasured and cherished forever. I now request our principal, Ms. Suni Nagi, ma'am, to kindly felicitate. Moving ahead in today's program with a welcome song. Plato once said, and I quote, "Music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to imagination, charm and gaiety to life and to everything." To begin this auspicious occasion, here comes the choir group with a welcome song to lead us in a musical bliss. Please put your hands together for all the tiny tots here who are presenting to you the welcome song. It's time to welcome our educational stalwart of PMS Alwal as we welcome our guest of honor, our edupreneur, the COO, Malka Yashashvi Garu, Pallavi Group of Schools and Delhi Public Schools. Please put your hands together for our edupreneur, the youth icon, Malka Yashashvi Garu. Let me acquaint you with the profile of our SSV sir. We are profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our guest. He is the young edupreneur and alumni of DPS Nacharam. And we are excited to read your profile, sir. Sir has completed his education from BITS Pilani, Dubai campus in the field of civil engineering in the year 2020. Completed minor in business psychology and entrepreneurship from University College of London. He is an angel investor and growth hacker from Wharton School of Business, University of Pennsylvania. He is currently the Chief Operating Officer of Balaji Arun Educational Society, founder and CEO of Born Bright. He had a humble beginning too. He worked as a business analyst at an investment company and intern at RGIA. We welcome you, sir. Your presence is highly solicited. Moving ahead with our program with a welcome song.
Now I request our beloved principal, Ms. Sunir Nagi, to felicitate our academic director, Dr. Sudha ma'am. Let me acquaint you with Sudha ma'am's profile. Ma'am is a triple postgraduate and a doctorate in education who is accredited as a global teacher, diploma holder, Cambridge University for teacher training and certified from Harvard University in differentiated instruction in English language. Ma'am is a National Education Excellence Award winner and Best Teacher Talent Awardee too. She had been in the forefront research for child-centered multi-level approach to quality education with NCERT. Ma'am is functioning as an academic director of Pallavi Educational Institutions. Apart from bearing various roles at different institutions that foray under the able guidance of our chairman. We are very glad and honored to have you here with us, ma'am. Thank you.
Indian classical dancing started around 200 BCE in India as a joyful celebration activity and as a mark of devotion. Indian classical dancing are vibrant and expressive and spiritual. It is also performance art used for both education and presentation. It is a basic art form that is rooted in classical ballet and opera. Please put your hands together as we invite our classical dancing dolls to enthrall us with their performance. Dear parents, your thundering claps are encouragement for our children.
महागणपति मनसा स्मरामि महागणपति मनसा स्मरामि महागणपति मनसा स्मरामि महागणपति मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दित महागणपति मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दित महागणपति
Beautiful, beautiful, amazing. Parents, can you please put your hands together? Your parents are encouraging you at this time. Please don't stop. Amazing, amazing performance, dear children. Thank you, dear students. It was indeed a glorious performance.
With heart full of bustle and bliss, I would now like to call upon our dear principal, Miss Sunid Nagi, with fragrance of loving words to address the gathering. Ma'am, please. Thank you so much. Let's back to back. Lowell Rachman once said, and I quote, "Blessed are the curious, for they shall have adventures." Greetings and namaste to honorable guests, Yashashvi, revered Director Ma'am, distinguished guest of the day, Miss Kalpana Ramesh and Miss Anuradha Reddy. We will also be joined by Mari Rajshekar Reddy Garu. Dear parents, teachers, and my loving students, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the exuberant 8th Annual Day Rangotsav with the theme, Junoon Yatra, the obsession for traveling. You must be wondering, the school is 15 years old, and what did we do the remaining years? So we have alternate years. We have annual day, then we have sports day. So sports day is called Kalosthenos, and annual day is called Rangotsav, the main themes. If we take ourselves as an enthusiastic traveler from our birth to the eternity, every destination of life's journey unveils a new version of oneself. We keep updating, upgrading, so that we don't stick or lag with a typical mindset. Let us wander around the inner and outer world to mold ourselves, ever blooming and ever growing through the light of hope toward the ladder of success. Because learning never ends, as life never stops teaching. When I talk about exploration, I would like to connect it with our inner soul or journey into our minds. Our childhood, which is ever eager to know more, do more, and enjoy more. These little buds that you have given us, we are taking care of them with lots of love and affection. We at Pallavi Group of Schools, when they say PGOS stands for Pallavi Group of Schools, believe in catching them young to nurture and instill the right values, which is not an easy task, I tell you. It is quite a challenge, but we are able to do it with your support and cooperation. What is it that children enjoy the most? If you ask me, my precious moments are built around memories I have made when I turn my travel diary, excited to pack my bags, hop on to the flight to
to take us to wonderful destinations to enjoy the flora and fauna and be mesmerized with the beautiful historical monuments, to be in awe of the culture and tradition of various places. And I think all of you know our tradition of saying namaste. One more I will add on is for the parents who joined us this year is say no to plastic. Say no to plastic. So if you see, we have all done away with plastic, and we encourage more of stainless steel, copper, but say no to plastic. You can have glass bottles too. And tiffins, say no to plastic, say no to plastic spoons. Everything of plastic we should shun. So with your cooperation, 2023 motto should be by end December, plastic should have gone away from our lives totally. Okay, or else use eco-friendly. That is our Eco Bharat project. We'll talk about it later. I am sure we can all well relate ourselves to one line when it comes to traveling. Dil to bachcha hai ji. How many of you love traveling? किससे traveling पसंद है? Wherever, दादी के घर जाना, नानी है ऐसी. Even Sudha ma'am raised her hands. So in primary classes, especially grades 1 to 3, we have the Edu10 program, Gamified Finland Mathematics. My vice principal will be talking more about it. In grades 1 and 2, we have introduced something called Global Perspectives. And thanks for your cooperation. It's doing really well, where we relate to 6 different themes which are useful in our lives. So we practice from different curriculum, blending NEP 2020, when we amalgamate the best practices of the world. So Sudha ma'am just returned from US, getting loads of ideas from there and introducing it into our school lives. Thank you all for your continuous support. As we take off for an expedition towards edutainment, if you look it up over there, on flight PMS AL-2023, I mentioned the flight number for all of you. May I request you to fasten your seat belts and bear the turbulence en route. Turbulence will be from music, will be from the stage, which will dance along with you. Enjoy the Junoon Yatra. Bon voyage to one and all present here. Namaskar.
Thank you, ma'am. Each time you con a new quote, which is surely remembered and is a takeaway for all of us, as you say, no plastic. By the end of the year, we will surely remember this and keep it in our diaries, and we will follow it, ma'am.
Dear parents, my heart swells with pride with the outstanding achievement by the Pallavians for the academic year 22-23. I invite the support system of the school and students, our Vice Principal, Mrs. Vidya Rao ma'am, to apprise us with the school report. Ma'am, please.
A warm namaste to distinguished chief guest, Chairman Sir, RCO, Mr. Yashashvi, Director, Principal, parents, staff, and my dear students. I, Vidya Rao, will be presenting school report for the academic year 2022-23. అంధకారం అంతమవ్వాలన్నా, సంస్కారవంతులైన పౌరులుగా తీర్చిదిద్దాలన్నా పల్లవి పాఠశాలలే మార్గదర్శకం అవ్వాలని our chairman Sri M. Kumaraya with a motto Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya అని పల్లవి group of schools ని స్థాపించారు. Due to its affordability and good academic results, high standards of academics clubbed with aesthetically planned curriculum, roping in varied segments like sports, labs, library, art, music, yoga, dance, and many more, Pallavi Model School has evolved into a successful educational institute in the Twin Cities past 29 years and spreading our wings with 11 more branches. Pallavi Model School Alwal adjudged the best school in Twin Cities and emerged as a strong, successful educational institution in this locality. In today's world, with so many technological advancements and competencies, a child has to be a logical thinker. For this, a conducive climate has to be created in the classroom and at home to facilitate the teaching learning process, which is encouraged here. At Alwal, we believe that if parents and teachers unite, we can harness the enthusiasm of our children and guide them to be self-sufficient, elated, and useful members of society. The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the greatest teacher inspires. As the saying goes, we at Pallavi believe that we exist for the all-round development of students. We encourage hands-on experience and learning in young Pallavians in the form of field trips, educational trips, picnics, project display, special assemblies, inter-house competitions, and the list is endless. To enhance life skills, students are given opportunities to choose any club of their choice and exhibit their talents. We also organize various inter and intra-school competitions like Nukkad Natak, Extempo, art, dance, etc. We are proud to announce that our students have achieved 100% pass results in 10th and 12th CBSE board exams for the academic year 2022-23. In science stream, we are one of the city toppers with 98.2%. That is, Vijay Kulkarni and Shravani Reddy secured this highest percentage of marks. In chemistry, 5 students have scored centums, and in biology, 2 students got centums. In commerce stream, Gaurav has scored 95% and studying in a reputed college. Majority of our science students who passed out in 2022-23 are studying in premier institutes of India who have cleared JEE and NEET. Some of our commerce students have joined in prestigious institutes to pursue their career. After observing for 2 years of dedication and smart work from senior secondary staff, our management, along with chairman and our COO, has come with a proposal to start JEE and NEET classes with integrated coaching and designed our study material. Thank you, sir, for your support. Not only support, let me add one more word, trust on our team. In grade 10, Nishita has secured 99% and Hasini with 97% and so on. 4 students have scored centums in mathematics. 7 students scored centums in Telugu. 8 students have scored in information technology and 1 student has scored centum in Hindi for the first time in Alwal school. We are able to achieve these results because of our dedicated staff who are working under the able guidance of our principal, Mrs. Sunir Nagi. The Finnish education system is widely recognized as one of the best education in the world. Finland Math is a pedagogical concept that makes mathematics learning and teaching more effective. Pallavi group of schools collaborated with Finland Math and integrated our curriculum, which is digital learning platform that provides an impact on students and motivation. This year, our students have received international award in Finland Math Olympiad. Tanushri Chowdhury from grade 2 secured 2nd position. Renuka Dikshita from grade 3, she stood in 7th position. D. Akshara from grade 4 in 3rd place and P. Anit Reddy of grade 5 in 5th place. We are proud to collaborate with CEE, Center for Environment Education, which is the national operator for eco schools in India. At Alwal branch, we started this program in 2020, and the program follows 7 steps methodology, which is adopted by primary grades, that is from grade 1 to 5. The aim of this program is to focus on environmental issues in 5 themes, namely biodiversity, waste management, energy conservation, healthy living, and water conservation. As a part of Eco Club, with these themes in our school, we have received 2 prestigious awards, that is Green Flag Award for the academic year 2021-22 and Handprint Award for 22-23. Apart from academics, our students have brought laurels in sports too. Jaideep and Saket of grade 11th Commerce and Science received bronze medals in football tournament under 19 in SGFI. Anchal Rajesh of grade 11 is selected for 67th SGFI badminton for state level. V. Ashri Nagasai of grade 12 Commerce, she stood 5th position in nationals kickboxing. V. Mokshit of grade 6th in 9th place in kickboxing. Raj Ithas of grade 12 has been selected for MS Dhoni Academy South Africa Cricket Tour. Maitrey of grade 12 Science won bronze medal in shooting and is selected for nationals too. Gayatri Chauhan of grade 12 has been selected from HCA under 19 women's cricket team for T20 BCCI tournament, which is a proud moment for Alwal. G. Dheeraj Crowd of grade 10 selected for basketball tournament SGFI. K. Srinidhi, she is also selected for SGFI badminton tournament. Apart from sports, Divya Sailaja of grade 12 Commerce is crowned as Miss Teen India Fabulous 2023 and got selected from Miss Teen Grand International. Shreya Pandey of grade 12 Commerce is crowned as Miss Teen South India 2023 and is going to take part in Miss Teen Universe Beauty Pageant. Even our school has received so many awards. Pallavi Model School ranked #1 in India under the top CBSE schools parameter-wise for co-curricular education in a survey conducted by Education Today 2022. We also received International Dimension in School Certificate for the period 2022 to 2025. We have received Best School Award for the year 2021-22 by CEO Discover World Records. An Excellence in Integral Education and Co-Curricular Activities Award was received by our school, which was given by LROC India K-12 Awards. We also received International United Educationist Fraternity Award in 2022. We received International United Educationist Fraternity Award from Innovation Academy and also Holistic Development Education Program by Global K-12 Summit. To conclude with, there is no better place than a school for a child to be empowered, enlightened, enterprising. We at Pallavialwal wish to make more powerful, conscientious, smart, and confident students. Thank you, one and all.
As I told you, we work as a team and rejoice as a family. Can we all put our hands together and appreciate everyone in the ladder of success? Thank you, dear ma'am, for the detailed report. It gives me immense pleasure as I call upon to the dais our chief guest, Ms. Anuradha Reddy, guest of honor, Mr. Malka Yashashvi Garu, and Director Dr. Sudha ma'am, and our principal ma'am, to appreciate our scholars for the achievements of the academic year 22-23. Over to our junior wing headmistress, Ms. Shireen Madhuri, for further award announcements. Shall I go?
A very warm namaste to everyone. It's a matter of great honor and pleasure to appreciate and reward the diligent and meticulous students who proved their mettle by balancing academics with co-curricular activities like sports, music, intra-school and inter-school competitions, and many more. On this note, I would like to announce the names of the best all-rounders for the year 22-23. To begin with, from grade 1, the best all-rounder is Ayansh Agarwal. Ayansh is an avid reader. He is an ardent participant in every class activity and has an inspiring leadership qualities. He has won laurels in sports and other co-curricular activities too. And Olympiads have been a cakewalk for him, where he came up with many flying colors. And from grade 2, it's Hemanandan. Hemanandan is a topper of Eduten, which is the best digital platform to learn math, and it is from Finland. He is a consistent topper in academics. He has brought laurels to the school through his outstanding performances in inter-school and intra-school competitions. Congratulations, dear Hemanandan. Our next all-rounder from grade 3 is N. Advaita. Learning is a treasure that will follow its owner everywhere. Learning never exhausts the mind for the children who are versatile and have a flair towards proficiency and creativity. Advaita is one of them. She is a passionate dancer and a spirited sports person. Congratulations, Advaita. From grade 4, it's Asireti Sahasra. Sahasra is a national and international level taekwondo champion and has bagged gold medal at an event held in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. She has gracefully upheld her qualities of discipline, self-motivation, and excellent leadership qualities. She is also an elegant classical dancer. Congratulations. Once again, congratulations to all the winners and their proud parents. Thank you.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. Congratulations, dear students, for your glorious triumph. School management and staff wishes you all the best and many more laurels to come your way. I now request our chief guest, Ms. Anuradha Reddy, ma'am, to address the gathering.
And can we have Yashashvi here?
If possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Here is good. Good. I don't like the bright lights, that's why I'm down here.
Which one you can?
What happens when we close our eyes? So, hi, all the parents and the children. Hi. Parents also. That's nice. Because for me, the parents are also little ones. Yeah? All of you are young people, young children with very beautiful little children here today. And it's amazing to see the achievements of the young people with all the support of the school. We have here with us
No, I know your name. I'm just showing to see someone of his age who has studied finally at Wharton Business School in America. That is the mecca of all places who want to study business. So we have with us here a young person. I will speak also in Telugu of the region because we are in the middle of the Deccan, which is a combination of various communities that have settled here. So we speak Telugu, we speak Urdu, we speak Marathi, we speak Kannada, we speak English, of course, and all communities who are living here together, working together, being shown by the young people. I was surprised to know that today they're only first to fourth standard. And when you see the confidence with which they are dancing, it's amazing. The learning, the sharing, and the confidence to be on a stage. I'm not sure one of the parents could come and dance here. Can if we ask one of the parents to come and dance, they will not be able to come with the same confidence as the little ones. I'm sharing something that I read in the program, that the young people are going to do a flamenco dance. Now people think that it is only in Spain, because we know it happens in southern Spain in a place called Andalusia. And I had the occasion on a travel, Principal Ma'am mentioned travel. I was in Romania and some young ladies came to me and they said, Namaste. They did not say Namaste, they said Namaste. So I was surprised. In Europe, in Romania, some people are saying Namaste to me. So I did Namaste and I forgot about it. We had traveled to southern Spain, to a place called Granada. And I was told that there in the city, in some caves, there are some dancers who perform in the evening, and they are not European. We think, we don't know, we don't understand the dance. So we went there in the evening. And we saw the ladies looking at me. I was looking at them because we recognized in each other a culture, something in their appearance. And when they started to dance, I started to recognize Kathak, hand movements, foot movements, and Kathak in that dance. I did research on that. And I came to know that these people had migrated from Rajasthan in India via Romania into Europe and then into southern Spain. And there we started to recognize each other's cultures. So we are talking again about sharing of culture, not only through costume and dress, but also through dance and music. Amazing discovery. I'm talking about it now because we are going to see the little ones performing. I'm very happy to be here in the Pallavi Model School activity today. They are also part of our heritage clubs. We encourage the parents to kindly join the movement and take your children and go and visit a fort, go and visit a museum, take them out to a picnic, take them to a fort, take them to a dam, and go and see wonderful Gandipet, Usman Sagar, Himayat Sagar, things like that. So I don't want to speak anymore. I know we have many beautiful things ahead of us. So thank all of you for being here. And I would like the parents to clap for the school. Please clap loudly. And I would like your parents to please clap for your children loudly. And I thank the school for inviting me to be here. I represent an organization called INTAC, Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage. And I invite all the parents and all the classes to kindly join in the movement to protect our heritage, to protect our culture, and also to enjoy it along with your parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And thank you, ma'am, for your thoughts of wisdom and encouragement. We will surely join you with your moment. Over to our crew members who will lead you all to the world tour. Get ready and brace yourself to watch the scholars perform for you all. Are you ready, dear parents? Can I hear a louder yes? That's wonderful. Students, are you ready? Let me see. Parents are louder, students are louder. That's the energy of Pallavi Model School Alwal. Over to our young crew members who will lead you all through the program.
Thank you, Vijaya ma'am. Namaste. Hola. Sat Sri Akal. Festivals and entertainment both go hand in hand. Festivals rejoice our mood. ఆనందంతో ఉత్సాహంతో కార్యక్రమాన్ని మొదలు పెడదామా? Are you aware of the harvest festival? No. సంక్రాంతి వచ్చిందే తుమ్మెద, సరదాలు తెచ్చిందే తుమ్మెద, కొత్త అల్లుళ్ళతో కొంటే మదళ్ళతో ఊరే ఉప్పొంగుతుంటే. अरे तुम बहुत खुश दिखाई दे रहे हो, क्या बात है? कुछ खास है क्या? मुझे समझ में नहीं आया, तुम यह गाना क्यों गा रहे हो? అయ్యో నీకు ఇంకా అర్థం కాలేదా? నేను సంక్రాంతి గురించే పాడుతున్నాను. అదే కదా మన హార్వెస్ట్ ఫెస్టివల్. अच्छा संक्रांति, यह त्योहार तो पूरे उत्तर भारत के अधिकतर राज्यों में बड़े धूमधाम से मनाया जाता है. इससे लोहड़ी खिचड़ी के नाम से बुलाया जाता है. అంతేకాదు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రాలలో సంక్రాంతి పండుగను ప్రముఖంగా జరుపుకుంటారు. రంగురంగుల ముగ్గులు, గొబ్బెమ్మలు, భోగిపళ్ళు, హరిదాసులు, గంగిరెద్దులు, గాలిపటాలు, కోడి పందాలతో ఎంతో సరదాగా జరుపుకుంటారు. అరే సంక్రాంతి గురించే కాదు, ఇప్పుడు బతుకమ్మ ముచ్చట్లు కూడా చెప్తా. గల్లీ గల్లీలా రంగురంగుల పూలతో బతుకమ్మని చేసి నవరాత్రుల్లో ఆడబిడ్డలంతా ఒక తాన చేరి పొద్దంతా ఆడుతూనే ఉంటారు. अरे अच्छा, यहाँ नवरात्रि में बतकम्मा खेलते हैं. हम तो इस नवरात्रि के त्योहार पर डांडिया गरबा खेलते हैं. अरे जल्दी पता, మనం కూడా చిందులేద్దాం.
ఆనందాలే వెల్లువైతే కళ్ళలోన, అనురాగాలే నిండిపోవా గుండెలోన. ఆనందాలే వెల్లువైతే కళ్ళలోన, అనురాగాలే నిండిపోవా గుండెలోన. మనమంతా చేరి ఆడి పాడే వేళ సంక్రాంతి పండుగ చేద్దామా, సన్నాయి పాటలు విందామా. సంక్రాంతి పండుగ చేద్దామా, సన్నాయి పాటలు విందామా.
చిన్నారక్క బతుకమ్మ, దాది మా బతుకమ్మ, దామెర మొక్కల బతుకమ్మ, తంగిడి పువ్వులు తలతలపిస్తే వాడవాడంతా ఓ పువ్వుల వనమాయి, ప్రతి పువ్వులు చెరువేమో ఓ పువ్వుల తోటాయి. ఆడవాడంతా ఓ పువ్వుల వనమాయి, ప్రతి పువ్వులు చెరువేమో ఓ పువ్వుల తోటాయి.
కాపాడమంటూ మనడిగండి.
ఆడబిడ్డలు ఇంటింట నిండే అమ్మ నాన్న గుండెంతో పొంగే సత్తి పిల్లి సకినాలు చూస్తే నోటి నిండా ఊరిలూరే పొద్దు పొద్దున్న తమ్ముళ్ళు లేచి పూల కోసం బయలుదేరి ఉరికే పాప పరిచి వాకిళ్ళలోన చెల్లెళ్ళంతా బతుకమ్మ పెద్దే
కాపాడమంటూ చింతలు ఓలాలి గుమ్మడి ఓలాని ముట్టుల గుమ్మడి ఓలాని ముట్టుల గుమ్మడి సీకుడమి ఓలాలి గుమ్మడి ఓలాని ముట్టుల గుమ్మడి ఓలాని ముట్టుల గుమ్మడి నాగమాలేనో గమాలేనో ఇది మాలేనో ఇది మాలేనో మించి కాపాడు నాగమాలేనో గమాలేనో
Wow, amazing culture of India. Let us give them a big round of applause. Wasn't that just breathtaking? A whirlwind of color, a symphony of movement, an enchanting portrait of the life, spirit, and culture of our Telugu states, Andhra and Telangana. Siddharth and Yogeshwar, you promised me to take me to the world tour, right? Of course, yes. Here we go. Chalo hum chalte hain Japan, the land of rising sun. Japan is the most amazing tourist destination, and it offers many unique experiences that you cannot find in any other part of the world.
Dear parents, kindly note, live link is being shared. So please keep your gadgets inside and cherish the live moment where your tiny tots performing for y'all. It is observed everybody with the gadget. The link will be again shared with you. The video recording will be shared. The photographs will be all shared with you. Kindly enjoy the moment and make it a grand celebration with your presence here.
Yes, the culture of this country is an interesting blend of Eastern traditions and Western modernity. Japan, పురాతన నాగరికతలలో ఒకటి. అందమైన పర్వతాలు, విభిన్న దృశ్యాలు, ప్రపంచ నలుమూల నుండి పర్యాటకులను ఆకర్షిస్తుంది. కొనిచివా కొనిచివా. Did you understand what I am saying? No, I did not understand what you are saying. Yes, I understood. Well, wishing everyone. Wow, your attire looks super. It is called kimono, the traditional dress of Japanese folk dance. Can any one of you tell me more about this folk dance? It is known as kabuki, a traditional dance of Japan. Ka means song, bu means dance, and ki means skill. It is the art of singing and dancing. जापान की खूबसूरती जितनी अद्भुत है उतनी ही अद्भुत उसकी संस्कृति है. संगीत हो या खान पान, सब कुछ अलग है. काबुकी एक शास्त्रीय नृत्य नाटिका है और इससे जुड़े कलाकारों के लिए काबुकी मोलो शब्द का प्रयोग किया जाता है. Come, let us join with our friends from grade 1 for performing kabuki.
Let us pause for a while.
We have the most awaited chief guest amidst us. It's none other but Kalpana Ramesh Garu. Please put your hands together, dear parents. I request our Honorable Principal Ma'am to kindly felicitate the chief guest.
Kalpana Ramesh, Hyderabad's water warrior, an indomitable water conservationist, is an architect and interior designer by profession and the founder of the Rainwater Project. the 17th century historical stepwell at Bansilalpet, the stepwell at Gachibowli, the Kudikunta Lake at Kondapur, Barambavi at Narayanpet have been restored by her, and many more like the stepwells at Rashtrapati Nilayam and Lingampet are in the pipeline. She is the recipient of Swachh Sujal Shakti Samman 2023, the Water Heroes recognition by the Jal Ministry, and various other accolades for her work supporting water sustainability. We are very glad to have you here, ma'am. Thank you. Dear parents, put your hands together and welcome our chief guest. Over to music department.
Hero. 左手拿地，右手握着天，张完列出了释放的闪电，把时光匆匆兑换成了年，3000世如所破茧。在手光前面，人手下面飘，是在路上去放一头。手拉手放下你，但是你却
performance by these cruel Japanese. Do they deserve some appreciation? Let us give them a big round of applause. Wow! Japanese are known for their hard work, discipline, and punctuality. Yes, you are right. Tapasya, now we will take you to the largest country in the world. What is there in their hands? It's a flag. Yogeshwar, can you guess which country's flag it is? లేదు నేను ఊహించలేను దయచేసి నాకు సహాయం చేయండి అరే యోగేశ్వర్ it's a Russian flag. Russia is known all over the world for its thinkers and artists. రష్యన్లు శాస్త్రీయ సంగీతం, బ్యాలెట్, క్రీడ, పెయింటింగ్, సినిమాలను కూడా బాగా ప్రభావితం చేశారు. ఈ దేశం సైన్స్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ మరియు అంతరిక్ష పరిశోధనలో మార్గదర్శక రచనలు చేసింది. You know, today our juniors from grade 1 are going to perform Kwatarma. ये Kwatarma क्या है? Kwatarma అంటే రష్యన్ల జానపద నృత్యం. Oh, is this the dance in which girls and boys hold their hands together and perform squat movements and small jumps? Da da. Yes, yes. నృత్యం అడ్డంకులను ఛేదిస్తుంది. సంస్కృతులు కథలకు జీవం పోస్తుంది. देखी है सारी दुनिया, जापान से लेके रशिया, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से लेके अमेरिका। अब क्या हम अमेरिका जाने वाले हैं? हाँ, वह देश फुटबॉल के लिए बहुत प्रसिद्ध है, जिसका मुख्य खिलाड़ी मेसी है। हाँ, मुझे पता है, वह अर्जेंटीना का खिलाड़ी है और उसने 2021 और 2022 का फीफा वर्ल्ड कप भी जीता है। Argentina is not only famous for football but also tango. Tango क्या है? Tango. It is Argentina's most famous cultural dance contribution to the world stage. This dance is one of the most famous partner dances that emphasizes the vibrant and playful style of movement, rich expressions, close connection, and passion between the dancers. Oh, this is tango. I got it. Let us dance along with them. delights the heart. Thanks for Argentina. Stop.
On the mic. I would now request our COO Malka Yashasvi Garu to address the gathering.
A very good evening to all of you. Firstly, our chief guest, Anuradha Reddy ma'am, Kalpana Ramesh ma'am. It was very warm to meet you all this evening. Very warm to meet my principal when I was a student, Sudha ma'am, who's our director today. Very special to see you, ma'am. Simi madam, the principal of Alwal, Vidya ma'am, all the teachers here. And it is very warm. My first Alwal annual day that I'm attending right now, this one. So it's very special. Firstly, the topic that you have taken up, it's a wonderful topic. As a student, you have all seen me. Looking at the students, I was really shocked, and I was discussing with ma'am that, how are the kids so confident? Because when I used to dance, if my head used to move, I had my parents, I studied in DPS Nacharam. So my parents used to sit right in the front. And when I used to dance, if my head used to move, my other parts of the body were like this. And my legs used to move, my head and my hands were like this. So, it was very difficult. And every time there was an event, Sudha ma'am used to push me to speak like this on the stage. And I used to always go behind the podium because, again, my whole body used to shiver to speak. So, looking at those kids there speaking like that, I was just, I thought I'll just come here, just say hi to you all and leave because I have my Diksha. But I really enjoyed all the performances. I really enjoyed all the kids speak. I mean, I'm really surprised and I'm really happy. And, Alwal, I must tell this to you all. We manage 15 other schools, but managing this one school, Alwal, is very difficult because your principal, ma'am, wants everything in this world. And your vice principal, your teachers, for all of you. And I think you should all clap for them today because if not for what they have done today, they would have not done such a good job. It is a really hard time for us because every week ma'am has a new idea. Every week Vidya ma'am has a new idea. So, today, whatever I've seen, I'm really happy. And, I think every branch must learn from Alwal. I hope this is not being recorded, but now once again, all the parents also, I thought it was a one-day annual day, but I came to know that it's 2 days, and looking at the turnout and looking at the senior students also come forward, help the junior students, the chutkus and everyone. It's such a lovely, it took me back to my college days, to my school days. And as the team today is traveling, I would like to just share about my experience. I've recently gone on a solo trek to Rupin Pass. It's a mountain, it's a 15,000 feet pass that I've crossed. And I went there alone. I didn't tell my parents that I was going there. I just told them that I'm going on a trip with my friends. And I had to prepare for that. I had to do 5 kilometers every day for 30 days just to be, accepted for that trek. So it was very hard for me. And once I got selected, I met there. I met the most random. None of them were from Hyderabad. There were people from all around the country. The moment we met at the base camp, 5 minutes before that, there was like a landslide in Himachal Pradesh right in front of us. So, all this was something that I couldn't share with anyone, but the people I just met. And why I'm sharing this with you all is because we are looking at Dubai as a vacation place. We are looking at going around the world. But I wanted to go around India and I wanted to see, what is there in our country. And from that first day, my network was not there. So for the next 7 days, I was not reachable to my parents, not to my, my teammates, anyone. And that one whole week, I think has really changed my life. The mountains, when you're climbing the mountains, the people who you just met, the way you interact, the way you coordinate with those teams, and all of that you learn, I think it is priceless. Every parent and everyone here has to really rethink today. It's a very nice topic and a very nice discussion that where are you taking your kids? It is not about getting good pictures. It is not about going to a fancy place somewhere just for the sake of it. No, I think it is really important that you recently, I think our team also, I just met Kalpana ma'am and I'm very humbled to meet you because all the wells that you have, whatever work you're doing, ma'am, it is really inspirational. And I think it's why I'm sharing this story of mine is because every kid needs to experience it. And I'm really going to promote mountaineering now in all our schools and all the parents also. I think there are family treks. You all should go on that. And another story, my very close friend, who I'd never expected he would do that. He was himself bad at English. He went to teach, he went to Dharamshala for 15 days without telling anyone of us. He joined a trust where he was going to teach monks from Thailand who don't know English. As a student, I know him as a person who hardly knows English. But I was surprised him, what are you doing there? And after he came back, I just met him a couple of times after that. And I myself have got to learn so much from him. And he learned so much from those monks. I think we really forget what are we gifted with. The English that our kids are speaking, the English that we are able to communicate. I think it's a really very big thing for people around the world. And, very small things, how we take it for granted. I think, going to such places really teaches us. And, I'm just sharing my experience. I hope I didn't bore all of you, but it's very nice to meet all of you again today. And I would request Simi ma'am to, leave me for today, because I'll stay for some time, enjoy the music, and then I'll go for my Diksha. But very nice to see you all. Very good evening to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing a glimpse of your childhood with us and encouraging us with your thoughtful words. We also congratulate you, sir, for your trekking where you have achieved the 1500 pass. An enthusiast, youth icon, edupreneur. Your presence has added charm to the event, sir. Thank you so much. We now request Kalpana Ramesh ma'am to address the gathering.
Hello. Good evening to everyone here, and I'm so overwhelmed seeing these little kids perform. I mean, I've seen my own kids perform in school, and I think after many years I get to see this. It's so amazing, and like you rightly said, they're so confident, and it sorts of brings back that energy. That energy, whatever they're performing, it just brings so much energy back to us. So I am not a water conservationist. Maybe 15 years ago, I'm just a designer who was running my design studio and very focused on my design sensibilities and projects and such. The first time when I did my own sustainable home, I had a simple problem that I tested tanker water and that was not good quality. So I just wanted to see if I can build a tanker-free home. So I threw a challenge to myself as a designer that can I make a tanker-free home? My journey really started there. And I could see for the first time how many types of water is there in our own house. I mean, there's groundwater, then there's your manjira water, then there's bottled water, tanker water, rainwater, wastewater, grey water. For the first time ever, I understood the types of water. I mean, I'm a practicing designer for 23 years. I have done more than 300 homes, and I have done few corporate buildings, few hospitals, hotels. But for the first time ever, it struck me that why are we not bothered about water? And when I went back to the studio that day, I saw that how much benefit is, I mean, I'm getting back just by making a sustainable home. Just in my own home, we have a tanker-free home today. The last 12 years, we don't buy a single tanker. And our house is in the central business district of Hyderabad, which is Gachibowli. So I'm very proud to say that we've had weddings, we've had several events. I used to keep my fingers crossed that we should not buy a tanker, and true to that, till date, we have managed without buying a tanker, just by simply managing the water resources at home and understanding how much does a person need, what are we doing with this water, what are the types of water and such. So slowly then I started working with our community. Our community is, we don't buy common tankers for the last 8 years, and we have every community around us buying huge amount of tankers. So during 2016, that was an eye-opener to me when there was almost like a drought situation in Gachibowli. Then many communities were rationing water. Around that time, we as a community didn't have to buy tankers. We had enough water beyond summer. That was an eye-opener to me that such if we make efforts today, we will not see a dire consequence tomorrow. And if all of you know about it, I don't know, but India is the largest extractor of groundwater in the world today. And we are a huge population. We better bother about it today. Even the UN is calling this a water action decade. Water action decade is 2018 to 2028. In this 10 years, what efforts we make to conserve our water is what we are going to see. The next 30 years is going to be the result of what we do in this 10 years. So the time is short, our population is growing. As you all know, we are not sustainable today as a city. We get our water from the rivers. It's not just Hyderabad, pretty much every city today. We've traveled from 30 kilometers to 70 kilometers to Manjira River, then 120 kilometers Nagarjuna Sagar, 180 kilometers to Godavari, and today 200 kilometers. So we have lift irrigation projects. Now, what does this mean? You as a city are not sustainable, and we are getting water from the rivers, which is actually, your food can be grown with that water, and you don't have a right to use that water. But we are using this water because even government does not have a choice. They have to get us water because we are not saving enough. We are not conserving enough. In a small household, if from buying almost through summers, if you're buying like 10 tankers or 12 tankers in a month, if you're not buying that for the last 12 years, just look at the saving that has got. It's your money, it's not somebody's money. And every rupee that is being spent to get water from the rivers today is all again your tax money. So I think we should be sensible, especially after COVID. A lot of us talk about sustainability, but sustainability is still in theory. If we go back to our own homes, do we segregate garbage? Do we do rainwater harvesting? The answer is still no. Most of us still don't do it. But if we didn't adopt this today, we're just going to create consequences for our children tomorrow. You see these beautiful children dancing here. I feel happy that I have put something on ground for them today. I'm working towards something that will fetch them clean water, clean air, and a clean environment tomorrow. So I'm from Bangalore. My dad used to, there's a lake called Alwal Lake. When I was young, we used to spend a lot of time in the mornings going around lake. So today we take our children to malls and we go, maybe food places, movies, but we often don't think about taking them to a trek in nature or take them to a water body. Of course, most water bodies are not clean to take, but there are many places still that you can take your child to. The memories of what I saw in my childhood is very fresh in my head. I used to go for, watch regattas in that lake. I used to watch a lot of birds there. This thing stays in my memory, but I didn't know that I'm going to be a water warrior much later in time. But those memories are there. I mean, the respect for nature, it grows once you see and be in nature. So I think every child should be spending their time in nature at least for some time. So after doing my sustainable home, sustainable community, I was thinking, what about the city? In my whole enthusiasm, I started working with the MD Water Board, and I thought, like, we pass out of college and architecture and we want to do these grand projects. I mean, we want to do like a celebrated project. So that was a thought, I have won something in my home and I saw a win in my community. And I thought I should do something big. Then I started working with them. But I thought at a city level, whatever plans we did, we spent months on coming up with a plan, but all of that didn't happen in time. Then slowly I started understanding, if we take a small locality and work in that locality, get everyone to do rainwater harvesting in that locality, make the wells happen, the lakes happen, water conservation in what is called a micro watershed. If we can create a water-rich locality, then that will be it. Why should we not do that? So while doing that, and also I became part of this 12-member team, the Hyderabad Design Forum, headed by architect Yashwant Ramurthy sir. So he wanted to document the lost step wells of Telangana. So in this 12-member team, I told him, sir, don't give me any research work. Just put me on the ground. I'll find the wells for you. So I traveled the length and breadth of Telangana, really walked in and out of more than 400 heritage step wells in Telangana. Literally, 90% of them are sitting in garbage. So it's such a sad memory when I come back, and the people there, when they meet you, talk to you, everyone is expecting, will you do something about it? Can we do something about it? Something has to be done. So there are many talkers and thinkers, but I felt there are very, very less doers. If I see a garbage filled well, what is the first thing to do? How do you align with the government first? How do you get, because they own the public space, right? So how do you align? So while working as a running a design studio, almost 10 years on ground, I led water initiatives for an NGO called SAHE, which is Society for Advancement of Human Endeavor. In 10 years, I learned all the gaps, how to work with the government, how to create a consortium. See, we have researchers, we have a bunch of problems, we have a lot of money in CSR. Who will connect these dots effectively and create a proper detailed project plan? Now, when you go to the government, the first thing is your ask should be very clear. What you want has to be very clear, what you want to do. Often we go and say, oh, we have a dirty lake and I want to work towards it. They will listen to you, but you don't have a plan, right? Then that doesn't work. And the second thing I learned is never go and ask for money. Raise your own funds and start looking at how you can do it yourself. I threw a challenge to myself, because many times you go with several projects and this is going to cost this many crores or this many lakhs or this. It's not happening somehow. Then I said, what is that thing that will get government to work with us? What is it that we can do? Then I said, okay, let me go and ask. Simply give me a letter. I want to restore something. I don't want anything. I will raise my funds. We will create a consortium. We will work with the right people to make it happen. Can this much happen? That seemed to work. And how to work with communities. We often think working with government or raising funds is the toughest. But you know what? Working with communities is the toughest. When you actually go on ground, it is so tough to work with communities. You think that people will applaud and people will welcome you if you want to make a lake happen. It's so difficult, because I don't even blame them, because they are left in different layers of distress, right? There's something didn't happen, or something didn't work. So they are in this zone. So to come along with you and look at a clean slate and to work with you is very difficult. So how do you create a win for the community? How do you create a win? Earlier, I used to think how to work with a politician. It's very difficult. But today, I think we should work with the politician to create a win for them. Tell them, sir, in this zone, if you can create a win for your communities, isn't it great? You can, today, I'm sort of glad to see the Rangotsav-8 stepwell restoration that we've done is part of the election campaign. That's what we've done. We've created a win for the politicians also. So initially, when I took the letter, fine, for Rangotsav-8, before that, we've done 10 well restorations. We've understood several things on ground. I'm not a conservation architect, so I had to get conservation architects to get there. But to get a conservation architect, I need to raise a fund. I need to get this MOU in place. I need to know that, okay, I'm going to take it up. So I started shouldering this responsibility. Often we fear to take responsibility. We think that it's not our job. Who's going to do it? But I didn't fear. I took that responsibility from day one. The day that I signed the MOU for Rangotsav-8, I remember October 21st, 2021. That's very stark in my mind. Before that, 6 months I ran around offices to get that MOU is another story. But once I got the MOU, there were so many clauses in it. There were like 52 clauses in it. Anything that happens there is my responsibility. I said fine to all of it. But I signed and came out. That's when the biggest shocker happened, that I don't have a rupee now to start the project. I don't have the money. And I've signed off saying that I will raise the funds. So I came back home. I set up the Milap funding thing. I started calling my friends. Then I said, as a designer and architect, now when I see that place, I know it will cost me 2 crores to entire the structure, the entire amount of desilting. We understood it's about 53 feet deep. We know that see a big mountain of a problem and we saw it of, it jerks you up. But I said, no, I'm going to fix this. So I broke it into smaller, I said, okay, this month, what is going to happen? This week, how much do I need? Every week I need to pay 70 laborers to open up this well. And I need to engage an architect to start with a conservation plan to all of this. I need someone to document. I need someone to visually document these. So I needed some X amount of money for a week or for a month. So I worked backwards. I tapped all my network, who can fund me. So there are a lot of messages even today when I see it, there's a lot of emotional messages like, I want to make this well happen. Can anyone help? So many people who I thought will just walk in and give the fund, that didn't happen. So many people I didn't know actually came forward and gave funds. So every week I used to raise 2.5, 3 lakh, 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, whatever was required for that. And then the next week would be the next week's problem. Like this, I managed the projects for like 4.5 months. Then I met the largest funder who was given us the funds earlier, also helped with another step well called Bapughat step well. She came and said, let's bring in some friends and let's see how we can. Then finally she said, like, let us only as an NGO take it up. So today, that once that step well fund was sealed, I knew that, okay, this well is going to happen. But this well should never go back to garbage. So what should I do so that this never goes back to garbage? How do I tie in the community such that this doesn't happen? So we made a plan around it. We made walkways. And there was a ground or empty space which was actually abandoned and a lot of garbage in there. We thought we can pitch to the government to take up this space and create a tourist plaza. Now, not just water, but how do you engage people with water? Then we created a tourist plaza and a lot of stuff to engage people. And for the community, we made a better looking park so that they can use it. So we had multiple things planned. And then I went and approached the principal secretary. I said, sir, if you come forward and do this. So I didn't hear anything for a couple of months. Then later on, he came back and said, okay, I'll take up this project. That was a big day for me because till then I was pitching. And I never thought the government will come in such a big way. When the change happened, when Prime Minister Modi talked about this project in Man Ki Baat, next day it was a prestigious project. And I took 300% advantage of it. I started pitching, sir, the roads, sir, all the 40 poles that had a bunch of wires around it. I had to coordinate with 3 different electrical departments to make that happen. The government transformer was sitting right next to the big arch of the well. So that had to be moved to another place. So multiple things happened today. Almost a 1/4 square kilometer around the well has developed. Many people argued with me. It is almost like a low middle class area, almost like a slum. Why are we investing this kind of money? I said, why are we designing always for the elite? The other part of India is also very much India. If we change the ambience of that place, these few hundred homes that will be throwing 2,000 tons of garbage that has been dumped in that well over 42 years. How do you teach these people to undo it when you change the ambience of that place? And truly today, that's what has happened. Few hundred people, they actually segregate their garbage and give it to GHMC because they don't have the heart to throw anything. People who have fought with me, every day was a fight. I mean, it was like retrofitting a plane in flight. That's how difficult this project was. But today when somebody calls and tells me, "Aapne hamare ghar ke samne jannat dikhaya," then that is, everything. There are so many hundreds of challenges that we went through. Why am I telling you all this is never give up. the most impossible things are possible. This is what I want to tell my children and all you parents today. Often we think India is hopeless, it's a silly country, we can't make a change here. Nothing. If we decide, if we take a hard stand on something, just take one project. You don't have to take the whole city and work. Believe me, every impossible thing is possible today. And I hope as schools, you have 12 branches. The kind of rainwater potential here, I mean, I can see and judge and tell you it's a few crore liters. If every drop can be conserved, the child who studies, who is educated here, will go back home and take this knowledge. And it doesn't matter which country this child grows up tomorrow, he will always learn to respect water. So I think it starts from the schools that we teach them how to respect water. Well, there's a lot of stories, a lot of step wells. We will take it some other day. And all of you, please visit Bansilalpet. It's a huge win for us. Today, from a completely trash land, there are people who exhibit in fashion shows in Paris, have come there and taken photographs. For me, it's such a huge win. I mean, how we keep our history, how we should respect our heritage, and how we respect water. For me, it's water. But if that water has to be there, and if that water, I don't look at it as well water. It is part of a large ecosystem. That whole ecosystem is shut if you shut the well. If this is opened up, this is a 22 lakh liter bucket that we have opened up. It reduces urban flooding. It gives you water security locally and reduces a huge amount of pollution in the shallow aquifers. So there's a lot of wins in this. And I think that win, many people have validated that, including we won a Sustainability Year of the Award 2023 in Dubai this year. The international crowd also is applauding the kind of efforts that we've taken. So only one thing I will leave. Last thing I want to say is, today climate change, I see in children's hands as placards. I think that we should not raise a placard generation. We should give them a street, ask them to work on it, work on the greenery, work on the water, work on no litter in that street. I think that is the generation we should create. And I think we should create doers today. India needs a lot of doers. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. You're indeed an inspiration for us. And we promise that we would all be a part of your water conservation movement. And we work towards save water, save life. Over to music department.
Mashal Khair, Yalla Habibi. अरे तपस्या, ये क्या कर रहे हो? कहीं तुम हमें अरब तो लेकर नहीं जा रहे हो? Yes, Siddharth, you are right. I am taking you to the mesmerizing world of Arab, where all performers will weave a tapestry of elegance, capturing the rich and vibrant culture. Arab dance has many different styles, including the three main types of folklore, classical, and contemporary. It is enjoyed and implemented throughout the Arab region. I know that Arabic dance is often associated with belly dancing. Can you tell me more about belly dance? Belly dance ni Arabic dance ani kuda pilustaru. Idi nadumu yaka sanklishtamayna kadalikanu nokki chebutundi. Belly dance ni చాలా మంది అబ్బాయిలు మరి అమ్మాయిలు చిన్న వయసులోనే దీన్ని ఎలా చేయాలో నేర్చుకుంటారు. So without further ado, let the magic of Arabian dance unfold before your eyes. तुम्हारी बातों से मेरी उत्सुकता बढ़ गई है, तो चलो देर न करते हुए देखते हैं अरब देश का सुप्रसिद्ध डांस यल्ला हबीबी.
Baba
energy, we could admire our chief guest move along with the rhythm. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, dear students.
How captivating poetry of footsteps, a blend of cosmic tune and divine music. I still feel like lost in those rhythmic moves and mesmerizing music.
I now request our director, Dr. Sudha ma'am, to kindly address the gathering.
Today's chief guest of the day, Anuradha ji, the heritage conservationist. Kalpana ji, another water conservationist. Our young, dynamic orator, COO Yashashvi, and the entire program visualizer, Mrs. Sunir Nagi and her team. Dear parents, put your hands together for such wonderful performance today and such apt conservationists as chief guests for the day. I'm really so happy the evening is slightly, there's a nip in the air. What a beautiful evening with such belly dances. Can you beat it? You know, we used to read stories around the world in $8. It was such a big, huge hit with all of us as children. Then came the movie An Evening in Paris. All olden times things. But now, An Evening Around the World. You must imagine that the children now are global children. So that is the reason why we wanted to showcase with a flight. And the flight is none others but Mrs. Sunir Nagi's flight. This flight is a special flight of Alwal. And this flight has taken off. It's not in landing. It is taking off to heights and heights. Anuradha ji, with your association, DPS had started with intact clubs all over, and now it has spread out to all the Pallavi schools also. Congratulations to your initiative, and we have heritage walks. Join us, dear parents, whenever we are going for heritage walks to Chau Mahalla Palace or Charminar or Golconda or any other heritage place, please join us in our walks. Let us identify many more heritage areas which are hidden, that treasure we have to dig out, and then let us adopt it. Mrs. Kalpana ji, let me today stand here right in front of so many audience and little children as my witness to say and announce we are going to adopt. And very soon with your association, we are going to make this lake of Alwal as a project for us, conservating and conservation of this lake. Come on, join your hands, dear parents. All of you are with us, all the corporate people. I cannot go and, do any kind of begging. It is my parents who are going to speak. And it is my children who are going to join. And it is the youth power and the intergenerational power. We are going to approach all the older generation as well as younger generation and the youth. Together, we will take up this project. Let me assure you, this is how our schools function. If you say today, this is what
is required, we are already at it. We have already started working upon the 17 Sustainable Developmental Goals. You might have seen on your tables, the bottles that are there is just one example. Believe it or not, we are doing such wonderful activities to motivate and internalize the Sustainable Developmental Goals. We started the journey not just now. This is a young teenage child of 15 years only. 15 years. Now clap 15-year-old with a 29-year-old experienced principal who is an awardee from the CBSE also. Now clap, join your hands and clap for this lady in red. Standing, please stand and take the ovations, ma'am. This is how we go. Please, dear parents, have this confidence and trust and travel the journey with us. Not just this flight, the flight we are on. The Boeing is ready. Now get on to the Boeing and travel with us. We are there for you and you are there for us. Let's all travel together and make India not another foreigner to come and say, I have started Bhagirathi project. Because I have heard, I have read. Instead, let us bring in that kind of cultural heritage and historical heritage, conservation of heritage, as well as conservation of water, the need of the hour. Let us not go dry. Let us all be together. I wish all the staff members who have put in such hard work today. Behind these children with the different countries, just imagine, started with a state, our state. Then we went to the neighboring countries, Japan. And believe it or not, we took to Russia. Then we traveled all over different countries. We showed, Anuradha ji, aren't you happy? The cultural heritage we have shown you. Tradition and culture is our forte. And that is what we make the leaders of tomorrow. The honchos of tomorrow are here in Pallavi Alwal School. Now, come on, take on leaders, and we are there with you, and the parents are here with us along together, collaboratively. Let us walk, march, and achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Director, ma'am, for encouraging us with the words of wisdom. We will assure you that we would adopt, adapt, and adapt with and to your ideology. Thank you, ma'am. Over to our crew members.
Yogeshwar, I'm feeling very hungry. సరే తపస్య, మేము నిన్ను ప్రపంచంలోనే పురాతన రెస్టారెంట్ కి తీసుకెళ్తాము. Oldest restaurant? Where is it? It is in Spain. The restaurant existed since 1725. When you talk about Spain, La Tomatina comes to my mind. What is La Tomatina? La Tomatina అనేది ప్రతి సంవత్సరం ఆగస్టు చివరి బుధవారం నాడు बुनोल पट्टनम జరిగే ఆహార పండుగ. स्पेन में खेली जाने वाली टमाटर की होली दुनिया भर की टूरिस्ट को अपनी ओर आकर्षित करती है. यहाँ रंगों या फूलों से नहीं बल्कि टमाटरों के साथ होली खेली जाती है. Sounds interesting. With its sunny skies, charming streets, vibrant culture, and happy people, Spain has the third highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. वाह, स्पेन कितनी सुंदर जगह है. Spain is not only known for its scenic beauty but also for their culture. The traditional dance in Spain summons up iconic images of flamenco. There are many variations widespread across the country. స్పానిష్ డాన్స్ అంటేనే స్ట్రమ్మింగ్ గిటార్, స్టాంపింగ్ పాదాలు, ఫ్లెమింగ్ యొక్క ప్రకాశవంతమైన దుస్తుల వంటి చిత్రాలు గుర్తొస్తాయి. Sonorita, Sonorita.
I love it when you call me señorita. Always I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Oh,
Can we all please sing a song for our children?
In Miami, the air was hot from summer rain, sweat dripping off me before I even knew her name. La la la, you felt like ooh la la la, yeah. No, sapphire and moonlight, we danced for hours in the same tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my
I
hands.
request all the
La, la,
parents
la.
to kindly cheer our young
You
ones.
feel like ooh la la la, yeah. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Oh, I should be running. Oh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la. Oh, I should be running.
Pause for a while, dear students. I request all the parents to kindly be seated. We will definitely share you all the videos and photographs. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. As we make arrangements for the next program, we have our music department, Bharat sir and Rajesh sir, who will perform live for you all. What a feast of music in such a wonderful setting. Are you all ready, dear parents? Parents, are you all ready? Thank you for waving your hand. Thank you, dear sirs. That was incredible. Over to our crew members.
अच्छा बताओ आगे हम कहाँ जा रहे हैं ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక ప్రశ్న అడుగుతాను సమాధానం చెప్తావా ఆ సమాధానంలో ఉండే ప్రదేశానికి మనం వెళ్ళబోతున్నాము పిరమిడ్లు అనగానే నీకేం గుర్తొస్తుంది Egypt is very famous for its ancient civilization, pyramids and pharaohs, and also referred to as heart of the world. अविश्वसनीय प्राचीन स्मारक, तपते रेगिस्तान और हलचल भरे शहर. यह प्राचीन दर अब एक विशाल आधुनिक परिदृश्य है. పిరమిడ్లే కాకుండా ఈజిప్ట్ లో టట్టింగ్ అని ఒక వీధి నాట్యం కూడా చేస్తారు. దాని గురించి నీకేమైనా తెలుసా? No, I have not seen and not heard. Tapasya, could you tell us more about this dance form? टटिंग नृत्य का एक रूप है जिसमें ज्योमेट्री आकृतियां बनाने के लिए शरीर आमतौर पर भुजाओं और हाथों का उपयोग किया जाता है. మనం కూడా ఇప్పుడు ఈజిప్ట్ వీధుల్లో తిరుగుతూ టట్టింగ్ నృత్యాన్ని చూద్దామా?
Move slow. Do you love me? Do you need me? Do you want me? Do you love me?
Great coordination, dear students. Amazing. With the captain of the crew, along with the dance teacher, Mr. Arun.
Do you love me?
Wow.
This was indeed an invigorating exploration of the dance heritage of Egypt. It was amazing to see the intricate angular movements of the limbs. Our journey of dance tonight was a walk through different cultures and understanding of unique traditions and a celebration of diversity. We traveled without moving, connecting with different corners of the world from right where we are.
Thank you, dear crew members. Pause for a while. I would now request Anuradha ma'am to kindly come and share your story which you would always wanted to.
This little story is for the parents. This story is for the parents. Amma nainalaku. Then itlane oka school. Can I speak in Telugu? Yes? English also? Telugu also? ఇట్లనే ఒక స్కూల్ యాన్యువల్ డేకి పోయినా నేను. అక్కడ మేము హెరిటేజ్ క్లబ్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడినాము. సో we talked about the children going to heritage visits. So at the back the parents stood up and they said हमको कोई heritage visit में नहीं लेके गया. Parents बोले हमको कोई नहीं लेके गया. हम लोग जब बच्चे थे स्कूल में से कहीं लेके नहीं गए, गोलकुंडा नहीं गए, किधर भी नहीं गए, हमको लेके जाओ. तो हम लोग फर्स्ट टाइम बच्चे और पेरेंट्स को मिलके हेरिटेज विजिट को लेके गए. तो ऐसी चीज़ यहाँ स्कूल में भी शुरू करना चाहिए, क्योंकि बच्चों के साथ जब मैं गई, बच्चे देख रहे थे वेरी एम्बेरस्ड. दे टेलिंग द फादर ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं, सब लोग देख रहे हैं, अब झाड़ पे चढ़ गए, अब पहाड़ पे चढ़ गए, अब सेल्फी ले रहे, इधर उधर कूद रहे, अब बैठ जाओ. द बच्चा इज टेलिंग द फादर. And how much they enjoyed, the parents, you know, because this experience had never been done before. And when we came back, the child had become the parent and the parent had become a child. And they were so excited. So I want all parents to be also coming for Heritage Club visits. Yes? Yes? Anybody? All parents also? Take your children wherever you go. Thank you for letting me tell this story.
Thank you, dear ma'am. Over to crew members.
मेरा जूता है जापानी, ये पतलून इंग्लिस्तानी, सर पे लाल टोपी रूसी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी. मेरा जूता है जापानी. हमारे देश की शान मौज मस्ती है, जिसकी पहचान चलो चले हिंदुस्तान. ओ मारिया पिताशे, ओ मारिया पिताशे, ओ मारिया पिताशे, ओ मारिया पिताशे, ओ मारिया पिताशे. Why are you humming this song now? Can you guess? Yes, we are now moving to the smallest state, Goa. Yes, you are correct. What do you know about Goa? Beaches, casinos, waterfalls, dancing, singing, merrymaking, parties and nightlife. Yes, be it any occasion or festivity, merrymaking in Goa is incomplete without the soul-soothing music and folk dance. Yes, Goa has a rich cultural heritage which is a beautiful amalgamation of Eastern and Western cultures. Do you know the most interesting part of Goa? Christmas celebrations! Then why do it? Let's party up in the beach! Woo!
Maria Pitache, oh 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 Maria Pitache. Oh Maria Pitache, 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 oh Maria Pitache. Para Mari Maro Meri Maria, para Mari Maro Meri Maria, para Mari Maro Meri Maria. Ishum, barra da dama umilzi, istrati compida, barra da dama umilzi, istrati compida. Alegna entrada meluzi, triste na saída. Alegna entrada meluzi, triste na saída. Rapariga feia meluzi, não se pode nascer. Rapariga feia meluzi, não se pode nascer. Como a pera verde meluzi, não se pode comer. Como a pera verde meluzi, não se pode comer. Oh Maria Pitache, 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 oh Maria Pitache. Gire la ta, sumidi me aila. Gire la ta, sumidi me aila. Sali bar में आली मेरी मारिया, कल से खेलेगा बिग भी देगी तो साला सैंडल से चिपकेगा ओ मारिया पिताशे 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 लता सुमड़ी में आइला जीर लता सुमड़ी में आइला कल तो साली बार में आली मेरी मारिया कल तो साली बार में आली मेरी मारिया
I can see parents also dancing there. That's lovely.
वो नहीं बनती तो अपन उसका बनेगा पर्स बनेगा या लिपस्टिक बनेगा चिंगम बनेगा तो दो होठों से खेलेगा बिग भी देगी तो साला सैंडल से चिपकेगा ओ मारिया पिताशे 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 ओ मारिया पिताशे
Here your country clubs, your parents.
Shabada bidi bida bada bidi bida bada bayo. Babada bidi bida bidi don't worry bidi 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 bayo. Bagana go do doini tagate te do kate te do.
Vibrant colors and the shimmering dresses.
Oh Maria Pitashe. 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 Oh Maria Pitashe.
Wave your hands, show your love to your children.
Maria Pitashe. Maria Pitashe. Maria Pitashe. Maria Pitashe. Pitashe. Oh Maria Pitashe.
Thank you to all the parents who clapped, who waved your hands, and a few parents who danced at that corner. That was a wonderful experience to see you dancing here with us. Over to you, dear students.
East or West, India is the best. What an energetic performance by our talented students. Tapasya, I don't want to leave this place and come. Yes, Tapasya, I wish to stay here only. What happened to you guys? Don't you know, ये एक ऐसी गंतव्य है जो पुरानी दुनिया के फैशन के आकर्षण को नई युग के विदेशीता के साथ जोड़ता है. What else could be more interesting than beaches? Lush green valleys, blue hills. नक्शे बनाए. यह क्या बोल रहे हो तुम? यह कौन सी भाषा है? Oh, now we are going to talk about Switzerland of the East. Switzerland of the East? Which state is it? It's Manipur. पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी द्वारा मणिपुर को भारत का गहना नाम दिया गया था और इस राज्य को पूर्व के साथ बहनों में से एक समझा जाता है. मणिपुर अपनी सुंदरता और अपनी संस्कृति के लिए जाना जाता है. The birthplace of Ras Leela, a renowned form of classical dance, is also from Manipur. ओए माँ, ये क्या हो गया? मणिपुर के वादियों में दिल खो गया. तो चलो मणिपुर के वादियों में सैर के लिए चलते हैं और नाचते हैं.
Mangau chidai ipungo ningon thawai hoibo. Mangau chidai ipungo ningon thawai hoibo. Marau laiba ipungo ningon pukning hoibo. Anja chana chokhiba ningi nushi nongina nushi layon cholatle ningon thangoi lakase. Nungole nushibana nungole nushibana nungole nushibana langla thawa koi biu sara kalin matamba illa malang koi biu kabalai gilai nambu aishu thamoi hunzagi sara kalin matamba illa malang koi biu kabalai gilai nambu aishu thamoi hunzagi no mole Shivana Nungole 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 Shivana Nungole Nungole Shivana Nungole 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 Shivana Nungole Nungole Shivana Nungole Ningol khusi aloina manjamayo kobiba Ningol khusi aloina manjamayo kobiro Thamoyama sengare pakhangati kupiro Pakhangyawa sengiro Ningol ite putlage Thamoy single khanglava Nanna kari chingari Nungole Nungshivana Nungole 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 Nungshivana Nungole Nungole Nungshivana Nungole 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 Nungshivana Nungole 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 Nungshivana Nungole
Yes, you are right. East or West, India is the best. Seeing the dance performance of Manipur, I've just lost myself. Dance is the most beautiful form of expression of human feeling. Today we are witnessing some great dance shows from our young and talented children. So let's put our hands together and encourage them. We dance for laughter. We dance for tears. We dance for madness. We dance for fears. We dance for hopes. We dance for screams. We are the dancers. We create dreams. Tunak areva. Tunak tunak tun tunak tunak tun tunak tunak tun tara. Tunak tunak tun tunak tunak tun tunak tunak tun tara. बड़े जोश में दिखाई दे रहे हो? अरे हमारा राज्य ही इतना जोशीला, तो हम क्यों नहीं? कौन सा राज्य? The land of five rivers, India's breadbasket. Yes, I got it. It is Punjab, the birthplace of Sikhism and also known to the world for the exuberant spirit and grand lifestyle. पंजाब न केवल देश द अन्न पंदार ही नहीं, उस द देश दी आजादी विच भी बहुत वड्डा योगदान है। आज भी भारतीय सेना दा हर पंजाबी देश वास्ते बलिदान देने नु तैयार है। When we talk about Punjab, Bhangra comes to my mind. It is one of the most famous dance forms of Punjab. With the loud drumming of the dhol, people dance with zeal to the tunes of music. Siddharth, ఇప్పుడు Bhangra మరి యోగా కలయిక ఎలా ఉండిద్దో చూద్దామా? Then why to wait? ओए डीजे वाले गाना चला दे.
ਕੁੜੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਵੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਪੱਟ ਦੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੱਚਦੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਵੇ ਥੋੜਾ ਪੱਟ ਦੀ ਲੱਗ ਰਾਹੇ ਰਾਹੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਮ ਲਾਵੇ ਰਾਹੇ ਰਾਹੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਮ ਲਾਵੇ ਮੈਦਾਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਡੁੱਬਦੀ ਓ ਯਾਰੋ ਫੱਟੇ ਡੁੱਬਦੀ
Amazing performance, amazing steps, amazing costumes. What energy and poise. Kudos to the dancers. Let us give them a big round of applause. Come on, clap loudly. I want to hear them. Please encourage your children.
Thank you, dear students, for such an exciting and energetic performance. So, dear parents, we have a teaser created by grade 12 students for you all, which showcases group of days, collective practice, determination, planning, smart execution, designing, and many more. Over to IT team. Can we have the teaser, please? Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork of PMS Alwal. Teachers, students, parents, management, everyone in and out. For everybody's cooperation, this is what we are performing for you today. Rigorous practice, coordination, which should be appreciated. So please put your hands together for all the efforts of our young scholars. Thank you, dear parents. Over to our crew members.
Tapasya and Yogeshwar, till now we have seen few dance forms from around the world and few from our motherland. Yes. Can we have a fusion dance which raise the level of Tollywood industry to Oscar? इस गाने का संगीत और नृत्य भारतीय और पश्चिमी शैलियों का मिश्रण है। इस मिश्रण से ही यह गीत अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर जा पहुंचा, जिससे इसे ऑस्कर में सफलता मिली। ना पाता जोड़ నాటు 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 అంటూ వచ్చేస్తున్నారు.
పొలం గట్టు దుమ్ములోన పోట్ల గిట్ట దూకినట్టు పొలేరమ్మ జాతరలో పోతరాజు ఊగినట్టు గిర్రు సెంపులేసుకొని కర్ర సాము చేసినట్టు మర్రి సొట్టు నీడలోన కుర్ర గుంపు కూడినట్టు ఎర్ర జొన్న రొట్టెలోన మిరప దొక్కు కలిగినట్టు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీరనా నాటు కూరనా తరిల్లేలా ఒంటిలో నిరగతమంత రక్కలేసి ఎగిరేలా ఎసే రోయకాయకి నాటు 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 కానమంతా కుటుముకులాడేలా దూకేనో సరాసరి నాటు నాటు పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీరనా నాటు 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 కూరనా నాటు నాటు నాటు
What a percussive, aggressive and raunchy form of dance. Let us give them a big round of applause. As all good things must come to an end, so has our wonderful night filled with rich cultural experiences. It's always remarkable to see how color, sound, and movement can embody the essence of who we are. Let me now take the privilege of welcoming our children for presenting a melodious Alvida song. Hurry, sir. Goodbye. Goodbye. La 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 la. Bye. It's time to say Alvida. Alvida. लेके चलते 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 दादी दादिया तो goodbye for now we meet again दादी दादिया तो goodbye for now we meet again goodbye for now we meet again. Enjoy, you know, Oh my, really a thrill. I don't know what to say. Such a lovely performance. Who else could have composed such a beautiful piece of lyrical verse than our ever loved principal, Mrs. Sunil Nagi ma'am? Can we have a big round of applause? आज रात हमारी परंपराओं और संस्कृतियों को जीवंत होते देखना और अनुभव करना बेहद खुशी की बात है। हमें उम्मीद है कि आप सब ने शाम का उतना ही आनंद लिया जितना हमने। Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our descent. Hope you all enjoyed the world tour along with us. And now it is time for us to say sayonara, bye bye, and alvida. Yours, Tapasya, Yogeshwar, and Siddharth.
Thank you. Let's make the end of the formal function with a vote of thanks and appreciation and gratitude to all those who made this evening a grand success. I request Mrs. Shirin Madhuri ma'am, Headmistress Primary Wing, to propose the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, dear MC. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. A very warm namaste to everyone. On behalf of Pallavi Model School Alwal, I, Shirin Madhuri, Headmistress of Primary Block, deem it a privilege to propose the vote of thanks and acknowledge all who made their presence felt and the contribution of those who worked vigorously to make this Rangotsav, the celebration of colors, a grand success. Thank you, everyone. To begin with, I would like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to the guest of honor, the youth icon of Pallavi Group of Schools and DPGOS, the source of intellectual planning, our dynamic COO, Mr. Malka Yashasvi, for his valuable presence and inspiration. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the chief guest of the day, Ms. Kalpana Ramesh and Ms. Anuradha Reddy, for making their presence with the inspiring address to make the world a better place. I also extend my gratitude to our magnificent principal, Ms. Suni Nagi ma'am, for being the catalyst who keeps inspiring and motivating us to do our best, and also for standing as a pillar of strength and power. Thank you, ma'am. My gratitude continues to our academic director, Dr. Sudha ma'am, for guiding us towards the ladder of excellence. Thank you, Sudha ma'am. We acknowledge and appreciate the continuous efforts of our beloved parents whose constant support made us reach boundaries beyond the sky. Thank you, dear parents. Thank you so much for your constant support. My sincere gratitude to all the heads of the institution, coordinators, teachers, participants, admin team, technical team, and costume designer and supporting staff. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to each of you. Last but not the least, a big thank you to each one of you who made the annual day celebration a grand success. Thank you. Namaste, one and all.